Lewis Hamilton's time at Ferrari in 2025 has been full of ups and downs. From the moment he signed with the team, the world expected a dramatic shift in both his performance and Ferrari's results. But the journey has not been smooth. The early races in the season have shown flashes of potential, but also many signs of struggle. And yet, right before the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka, something important changed. Ferrari made a bold decision. Quietly, without big headlines or loud announcements, they gave Hamilton something he had been asking for since he first wore the red racing suit, a fully customized steering wheel designed specifically for him. This is not just a small adjustment or a tiny upgrade. It's a deep change, one that goes right into how Hamilton interacts with the car on a personal level. Every Formula One driver has a unique driving style, and for someone like Lewis, who has spent years mastering every button and setting at Mercedes, the switch to Ferrari meant learning a whole new control system. But now, Ferrari has handed him back that sense of control. The new steering wheel is not just about comfort. It's about bringing back the confidence and instinct that made Hamilton a 7-time world champion. The design of the new steering wheel matches Hamilton's preferences completely. It was made to work with his muscle memory. Every dial, every toggle, and every feedback point has been carefully developed so that it responds exactly the way Hamilton expects. This is very different from the setup Charles Leclerc uses. Leclerc prefers a simple and clear layout with only the most essential information. But Hamilton has always wanted to see everything at once. He wants full control over the car's systems during a race. That includes engine maps, tire temperatures, battery energy recovery, fuel mix levels, and more. For him, every bit of information is useful, and he wants it all at his fingertips, not waiting for updates from the pit wall. Since the start of the season, Hamilton has made it clear that the standard Ferrari steering wheel wasn't speaking his language. He said the dashboard layout didn't give him the details he needed to make fast, smart decisions during the race. While he tried to adapt, it was always going to be difficult. Now, ahead of one of the toughest and fastest circuits on the calendar, Ferrari has finally delivered. The new steering wheel includes many of the features Hamilton used to rely on at Mercedes. It even has a multi-menu system that lets him adjust power unit behavior in real time. That means during a race, he can make small changes to the engine and energy systems based on how the track feels at each corner. These small adjustments can make a huge difference over a full race distance. This change could be a game changer. Not only does it give Hamilton better control, but it also shows that Ferrari is starting to truly support him. They are not just welcoming him to the team, they are building the car around him. In Formula One, that kind of trust and support can make a world of difference. Hamilton has already been working extremely hard behind the scenes. He's spent extra hours at Ferrari's base in Maranello, doing simulator sessions, working with the engineers, and cutting down on travel just to stay focused. That kind of commitment deserves a strong response, and now he's finally getting it. What makes this moment so special is the timing. The Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka is one of the most challenging tracks in Formula One. The corners come quickly, the S-curves demand total concentration, and small mistakes can lead to big losses. With this new steering wheel, Hamilton will be able to make quicker decisions without needing long conversations with his engineer on the radio. He'll be able to change engine modes or manage battery deployment without taking his eyes off the track. At a place like Suzuka, that kind of control is worth everything. Another important detail is that this new steering wheel is only for Hamilton. Charles Leclerc is still using the standard dashboard. This doesn't mean Ferrari is picking sides, but it does show they are starting to treat each driver as an individual. Hamilton and Leclerc have very different driving styles, and now Ferrari is accepting that, instead of forcing them into the same setup. This could lead to two separate development paths within the team, one focused on Hamilton's need for full information and control, and the other focused on Leclerc's preference for simplicity and rhythm. If Hamilton starts performing better because of this new setup, it could change a lot within Ferrari. Leclerc might also ask for a custom setup. The engineers might have to develop different upgrades for each driver. This could bring challenges in terms of teamwork and strategy, especially when both drivers are fighting for points and podiums. but it could also make the whole team stronger. By giving each driver what they need, Ferrari could unlock the full potential of their car. Suzuka will be the first big test. After the disappointment in China, where both Hamilton and Leclerc were disqualified and lost valuable points, Ferrari knows they can't afford any mistakes. Every detail matters now: strategy, timing, radio communication, and reliability. The new steering wheel is a step towards reducing errors and giving Hamilton the tools to control more of the race from inside the cockpit. Hamilton is still building his relationship with his race engineer, Riccardo Adami. They are learning to communicate better, to understand each other's style and timing. That bond takes time to develop, but having a more familiar and responsive interface in the car can speed things up. The more Hamilton can handle on his own, the more relaxed and effective their communication can be during high-pressure moments. It's also important to remember how much work went into this change. A steering wheel in Formula One is not just a piece of equipment, it's a driver's main connection to the car. Changing its layout, buttons, and software is not something teams do lightly. It requires design, coding, testing, and careful planning. Ferrari wouldn't do it unless they believed it could really help. And in this case, it shows they are finally ready to support Hamilton in the way he needs. There's also a message in this upgrade. Ferrari is telling Hamilton that they are listening, they hear his feedback, and they are acting on it. For a team like Ferrari, known for tradition and pride, that's a big deal. It means they are ready to be flexible, to try new things, and to trust the driver they brought in to lead them back to success. Looking ahead, this could be the start of something bigger. If Hamilton performs well at Suzuka with this new setup, it might be the spark that lights a new fire in the team. It could push everyone, drivers, engineers, strategists, to raise their game. And it could finally show that Ferrari is serious about building a car around a champion, not just asking the champion to adapt. Of course, Formula One is never simple. One change, even a big one, is not a guarantee of success. The car still has to be fast, the strategy has to be smart, and the drivers still need to avoid mistakes. But giving Hamilton this level of control brings the team one step closer to unlocking his full potential. The importance of this change is not just technical, it's emotional. Hamilton has had to fight hard this season to find comfort in a new environment. He's faced pressure, criticism, and high expectations. He's also put in the work to understand the car, the team, and the systems. Now Ferrari is finally meeting him halfway. There will be eyes on him at Suzuka, watching to see if this new steering wheel makes a real difference. If it does, the headlines will write themselves. If not, there will still be progress, because building a new team dynamic takes time. But what matters most is that for the first time this season, it feels like Hamilton and Ferrari are starting to move in the same direction. Fans will be watching every lap, looking for signs that the magic is returning. Whether it's a late-breaking overtake, a smooth launch out of the 130R, or a perfectly timed battery deployment, the signs will be there. And even small improvements could lead to big results in a season where the competition is incredibly close. This could also change the way Ferrari approaches car development in the future. Instead of designing a one-size-fits-all solution, they might begin building more personal systems for each driver. That would be a big shift for a team that has always followed a more traditional approach. But with a driver like Hamilton, who has proven he can win when he has the right tools, it could be the key to finally breaking their long title drought. Only time will tell if this is the beginning of a new chapter or just a small moment in a long story. But for now, it's clear that Hamilton is finally getting what he asked for. And with that, the journey continues, faster, smarter, and more connected than ever.